What's going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or Catalyst, and thanks for tuning in as always. Hope you all had a relaxing Christmas if you celebrated, and if you don't, well, then I hope you were having a nice day off at the very least. So this isn't a video that is typical of the channel if you were just finding my channel now or over the past few months, but every once in a while when I find a topic or there is something that really bothers me, I fire up the old recording software and let myself ramble on the topic, and that's what I'm going to do today. In the background is some Hellriegel gameplay on St. Quentin Scar and Amiens. It was going to be a separate video by itself, and that's why it's so edited, but I decided to repurpose it into the video that you're watching right now, so I hope you guys enjoy that in the background. Now, onto the topic of the video. It's kind of a difficult subject to get into, not because it's hard to talk about, but I don't know. I couldn't really find an easy way to segue into the topic, so I guess I'll start with this. I started the year with around 20 subscribers. 20. And these subscribers weren't even subscribers, really. They were my friends when I was a freshman in high school, a long time ago now. These videos don't exist anymore that I posted in high school, so don't even bother trying to look them up. But I had 20 subscribers, but essentially I had 0 subs. As of the time of making this video, I have 373 subscribers. Now, I'd like to think that I'm a pretty personable and charismatic individual, but I know that I don't have 373 personal friends to make up that number. But it's not a big number in comparison to other channels you might find, but it also is a big number when you consider that in January I was nobody. I still am nobody. I'm not going to try to act like I'm a big shot at all. But the channel itself has evolved and shaped into something completely different over the course of the year, but I'm still incredibly proud of how far we've come in a year because it's hard. YouTube does not exactly help the little guy out. Everything you gain on YouTube you have to earn through hard work and dedication because it's a dog-eat-dog world, and there are a lot of big channels that basically suck everybody up. And hard work and dedication is the only way that you can gain a following unless you cut corners and do Sub4Sub. If any of you don't know what Sub4Sub is, it's basically where two YouTubers, and I'm using air quotations here around YouTubers, it's when two subscribe to each other in order to increase their subscriber count in hopes that it brings more attention to their channels. Now, not only is that incredibly stupid, but it's also, as I'll get into, completely useless. I said earlier that I was proud of my channel and where we are because despite me not being the biggest channel, I have earned every single one of my subs. I have never done Sub4Sub, and I have never ever spammed another channel asking for attention or for them to subscribe to me, and I never will. And the results are that I feel like I'm actively growing an audience little by little. Sure, I have subscribers that don't watch every single one of my videos. There are some that aren't even going to watch this video. But on the other hand, there are subscribers that I'm genuinely building a connection with and love my content. I played Fortnite with a subscriber of mine the other week, and it was a great experience. I loved talking with him, and I loved playing with him and helping and playing with all of you guys when I stream. The YouTuber subscriber connection is the best part of YouTube in my opinion, and with Sub4Sub, you lose all of that. If you guys are YouTubers yourselves, you've probably received or seen a message that goes something like this, quote, "Hey, I just stumbled upon your channel and I really like it. You deserve a lot more subs. I've subscribed and I would appreciate it if you would come to my channel and do the same. Let's help each other out." End quote. It's either that or something along the lines of, "Hey man, if you want subscribers, you should enter my shoutout series. You'll totally get a lot of subs and your channel will explode. All you have to do is subscribe to me and turn on post notifications and you'll be sure to win." Really? Look, I've only made one exception to this rule, and that's to my buddy Viper, because he genuinely works hard on his content, and that's the only time I have ever paid attention to one of those messages, and boy, do I get a lot of them. I got one on my very first video, the very first video I posted back in January. Like, who are you trying to fool, man? Come on, you can't like my videos if I've only posted one video after being completely zero dark 30 for about 4 years. Now, hopefully you've gotten a good idea or at least seen for yourself what these comments are like, and trust me, I'm not the only person who gets these, everybody does, and that's the real catch. People are so desperate to grow their channels to make YouTube money, if there is any money left to be made, that they're willing to cut corners to get there, and this kind of stuff is everywhere. And the misconception is that doing Sub4Sub will actually help your channel grow, and that's completely wrong on multiple levels. First of all, yes, the YouTube algorithm takes your subscriptions into account, but that's such an insignificant part of the algorithm that it almost doesn't even matter. The biggest parts of the algorithm is a combination of view time, views, and comments over a certain period of time, and that's what attracts the algorithm and therefore viewers. The two biggest videos on my channel all blew up to over 15,000 views because people kept liking and commenting and clicking on the video because it was a really good video. I didn't have to visit their channels and try to bribe and sweet talk them into watching my video. I just made good content and I worked hard. I have a schedule, somewhat, and I stick to it, and I try to make the best content I can. I work my butt off sometimes because it's fun to do, and I enjoy meeting people, interacting, and meeting people is what life is about sometimes. You aren't clicks. Like, my subscribers aren't clicks. You're people. So you shouldn't be treated like just a number, and that's one of the biggest things that these Sub4Sub lackeys don't understand. Besides the fact that oftentimes they make really bad content. And the real kicker is that, say by chance you make decent content, but you've done Sub4Sub to grow your channel. Those subscribers are not there for you. They are there for your sub, or if you do a shoutout series, they are there for your shoutout and nothing less. They do not care about you. And having subscribers that do not care about your content is the biggest thing that kills channels instantly. And those type of subscribers are exactly the type of subs that you get when you do Sub4Sub. Now, I'd like to bring up a few examples here, kind of as a closing statement here, not to call anyone out. So we'll call him YouTuber X. One of my first videos that I put up in January got one of those typical comments that I explained earlier, and I thought I'd play ball a little bit, so to speak. So I went to his channel, not expecting much, and I was utterly shocked to see that he had 12,000 subscribers, and his content was exactly what you'd expect, littered with shout-out videos, and the content that he posted apart from those videos were, to be honest, almost unwatchable. He tripped over his words, his gameplay was mediocre. Not that you need to be great at a game to post videos on YouTube, but it wasn't exciting to watch, and he really had nothing interesting to say if it was a commentary. There was no it factor to his channel, and it showed in his views. His most viewed videos were the shoutout videos, but all the other videos were barely pulling 200 views for a 12,000 subscriber channel. That's terrible for a channel that size. Now, I understand that YouTube has ups and downs for everyone. October was a very slow month for Legendary Inc., but this guy was at a whole new level of low, and it stayed there almost constantly. Now, eventually, what YouTuber X ended up doing was ending the shoutout series, claiming that he didn't like doing it anymore, and that he wanted to do content that he enjoyed. Now, okay, that's admirable, but now you have 12,000 subscribers that you have just completely bamboozled into thinking that you are going to give them a shout out, and if you thought they didn't care about your content then, they really don't care about your content now that you A, lied to them, and B, they aren't going to be getting anything from you anymore. Now, just for the purpose of this video, I retraced my steps and I went back to that video to find his channel, and I found it, but everything was deleted. No videos, no playlist, and just some crappy channel art, which, side note, why do all the worst YouTube channels have intros that flash and twist and pulsate in your face and give you an epilepsy attack? Like, why do people think those are good intros? And they usually play some really, really bad mumble rap music, and it's really loud, and I just don't understand it. But to get back on track here, what happened to YouTuber X, I imagine, is that he got so frustrated by his lack of numbers and views despite his substantial subscriber amount that he ended up just quitting. Now, does it serve him right? Absolutely, but you gotta imagine that it sucked for the guy. Another example, and this person I have no problem calling out, is a YouTuber named KFP, who actually just got terminated, and he has a new channel now, and he is starting from scratch, so I suppose YouTube justice actually exists. Now, that should go without saying, but I'll say it anyways, do not go and find and attack this man. He has already gotten his due, so let's just keep it within the video. What happens in a Legendary Inc. video stays in a Legendary Inc. video, unless you want to share it with all your friends. That's my only shameless plug, ever. I promise. But anyways, I got spammed by KFP multiple times, begging me to subscribe to his channel, and when I went, it was the same story as YouTuber X. Get more or less. KFP had 17,000 subs, but he posted probably the worst content I've ever seen on YouTube. But what's different about this delightful individual is that after I politely told him to stop spamming me and others, he wrote me back, denied that he spammed me, backtracked, then tried to spin it off as him spamming me was helping me, and then afterwards he spammed another video of mine 2 days later. I happened to run into another YouTuber named Dots Gaming, and he is an Elder Scrolls Online YouTuber who absolutely works his tail off. He streams all the time and makes fantastic content, so if you enjoy ESO, then I would endorse him and his channel every day of the week. But the point is that this guy, Dots, at the time had around 8,000 subs, worked his tail off, and did it honestly. And then there's this dirtbag KFP who had swindled his way to 17,000 subscribers. It's incredibly disheartening and frustrating. I was around 100 subs at the time, and looking forward now, he's at around 14,000 and I'm closing in on 400. This was before I had a following. This was before I had I was a semi-pro Battlefield player. This was before a lot of things. And one of the best comments I've ever received was from him on one of his live streams. He told me that he visited my channel and he said that I'm doing everything right, and he told me to keep going. And that really stuck with me, so shout out to Dots if you're watching this. Much love, brother. Thank you. So I guess the point is this, and you can apply this to anything and everything that you do. Work hard, don't cut corners, and believe in yourself. I know this is beginning to sound like a damn Disney movie, but listen, if you try and cut corners, it will backfire on you. So be honest, chase your dreams, be the person you want to be, and find out where your place is in the world. But most importantly, make sure that that place is a good place. After talking with Dots that day, the next day I went out and made my favorite video ever on this channel to date. The link in the description if you want to watch it. But it goes to show you how much positivity and kindness, how far that will get you. Cutting corners and taking advantage of people for your own selfish reasons will only bring you more frustration and only bring you down. So, and if you don't believe me, why don't you ask all those shoutout channels and Sub4Sub channels that have more subs than me, but I still pull more views than them. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video and want to see more, make sure to tell me in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out, and it helps other people find the channel and grow the awesome community that we are already building. If you are new to the channel, you should subscribe because I make videos all the time, and the best way to make sure you don't miss them is with a subscription. My name is Thinker Catalyst, and I will see you all another time.